It was the worst of times. It was the worst of times. Rayford Steele's knees ached as he sat behind the wheel of the rented Lincoln. He felt Amanda's eyes on him. She laid one comforting hand on his thigh. In the back seat, his daughter Chloe and her husband Buck each had a hand on his shoulder. What now? Rayford wondered. What do we do without Bruce? The emergency broadcast system station droned on with the news of chaos, devastation, terror, and destruction throughout the world. Unable to speak over the lump in his throat, Rayford busied himself maneuvering his way through the incongruous traffic jams. "I need to get to the Chicago Bureau office," Buck said. "You can use the car after we get to the church," Rayford managed. "I need to get the word out about Bruce." Global community peacekeeping forces supervised local police and emergency relief personnel directing traffic and trying to get people to return to their homes. "Daddy, those two guards by the overpass seem to be waving at you," Chloe said. "I'm trying to ignore them," Rayford said. "I just want to get to the church." "He's hollering at you with a bullhorn," Amanda said, and she lowered her window a few inches. "You in the white Lincoln," came the booming voice. Rayford quickly turned off the radio. "Are you Rayford Steele?" "How would they know that?" Buck said. "Is there any limit to the Global Community Intelligence Network?" Rayford said, disgusted. "If you're Rayford Steele," came the voice again, "please pull your vehicle to the shoulder." Rayford considered ignoring even that, but thought better of it. He pulled over. Buck Williams craned his neck to see two uniformed soldiers scampering down the embankment. He had no idea how Global Community Forces had tracked down Rayford, but one thing was certain. It would not be good for Buck to be discovered with Carpathia's pilot. "Ray," he said quickly, "I've got one set of phony IDs in the name of Herb Katz. Tell him I'm a pilot friend of yours or something." "Okay," Rayford said, "but my guess is they'll be deferential to me. Obviously Nicolae is merely trying to reconnect with me." Buck hoped Rayford was right. It made sense that Carpathia would want to make sure his pilot was all right and could somehow get him back to New Babylon. The two uniforms approached the Lincoln, one speaking into a walkie-talkie, the other on a cell phone. Walkie-talkie approached the driver's side window. Rayford lowered it. "You are Rayford Steele, are you not?" "Depends on who's asking," Rayford said. "Sir, I have Global Community Potentate Carpathia himself patched through to a secure cell phone here. I don't even know where he's calling from. But I'm going to have to ask you to take this call outside the car, sir. You understand the security risks." Rayford sighed and left the car. Walkie-talkie pointed him toward his partner, the one with the phone. Then he leaned in and spoke to Buck. "Sir, in the event that we transport Captain Steele to a rendezvous point, would you be able to handle the disposition of this vehicle?" "Do all uniformed people talk this way?" Buck wondered. "Sure." Amanda leaned over. "I'm Mrs. Steele," she said. "Wherever Mr. Steele is going, I'm going." "That will be up to the potentate," the guard said, "and providing there's room in the chopper." "Yes, sir," Rayford said into the phone. "I'll see you soon, then." Rayford handed the cell phone to the second guard. "How will we get to wherever we're supposed to go?" "A copter should be here momentarily." Rayford motioned for Amanda to pop the trunk. As he shouldered both their bags, he leaned in the car and whispered, "Amanda and I have to rendezvous with Carpathia. They're coptering us to an airfield from which we'll fly somewhere else. Buck, you'd better get this car back to the rental company soon. It'll be too easy to connect you with me otherwise." 5 minutes later, Rayford and Amanda were airborne. "This reminds me of when we were first married," Buck said as Chloe snuggled close to him. "What do you mean, when we were first married? We're still newlyweds." "Shh," Buck said quickly. "What are they saying about New York City?" Chloe turned up the radio. "Devastating carnage everywhere here in the heart of Manhattan. Bombed-out buildings, emergency vehicles picking their way through debris, civil defense workers pleading with people over loudspeakers to stay underground." Buck heard the panic in the reporter's voice. "Buck," Chloe said, "our home. Where will we live? What are we going to do?" Buck wished he knew what to say. He usually had an answer. Resourcefulness had been the trademark of his career. Now, with his new young wife beside him, he was at a loss. All he wanted to do was to make sure his father-in-law and Amanda were safe and to somehow get to Mount Prospect to assess what was happening to the people of New Hope Village Church and to inform them of the tragedy that had befallen their beloved pastor.